Hello everyone, and welcome to my kitchen. In honor of Jake, we are doing some cooking. We are making bacon pancakes, making pancakes. Oh, okay. It's not a pancake, that's a burger. I guess that'll have to do. Jake would be okay with that. He loves all sorts of food. And I was super hungry, so I just set my stuff up in here and I figured I would just talk about Adventure Time with you guys while I cook my burger. So, I just watched the finale. I'll save the finale information or whatever I thought about it till the end, and I'll warn you guys about spoilers and stuff ahead of time for those of you guys that have not seen it. But I just want to talk about the series as a whole. Also, I've never done one of these reviews before, so I don't really know what to say or if I should do these. So let me know if you guys like this, or let me know how I can improve in the comments. And if you do like it, definitely leave a thumbs up, let me know. But let's go ahead and get this started. I want to jump right into it. First of all, I took a long time to watch Adventure Time. I just got through the whole series this summer with my nephew Ethan. We had a blast watching it. It was fantastic. And before, I didn't watch it because I kind of looked at it and I was like, oh, that's for really young kids. Just really young kids. Yeah, that doesn't appeal to me. But man, oh man, am I happy that I watched that show. That show definitely changed my mind on a lot of cartoons out there and just a lot of things in general. It made me do more stuff, made me open to more things just because of how awesome it was, and it just meant a lot to me, I guess. It's definitely one of my top 10 shows, not just cartoons, shows of all time. And I was a huge fan of Samurai Jack. And what that show did great was make every episode interesting and different, and they never followed the same format every time, and I never thought there would be another show that could do that. Gotta move my pan a little bit there. But Adventure Time did that. Like, blew my mind. I actually like it better than Samurai Jack. But Samurai Jack is fantastic as well. I don't want to compare the two because they're both ridiculously awesome. I'm going to try to cut all that beeping there. I don't know why my pan's doing that. Stop it. Jake's pan wouldn't do this. Oh, I think it's because it's heating up. Just ignore the beeping. Ignore the beeping. It's part of life. It's part of cooking. Gentle beeps. Anyway, if you haven't watched it, give it a chance. Every show, unique, different, fun. Even though ones that aren't canon, that are kind of like the weird ones, are cool in a good way. Which is interesting because usually you'd be like, oh, come on, I want to hear more about the story and stuff. I want to, move on with the adventure, and I want the characters to progress. But every little character and every little episode, no matter if it's part of Finn and Jake's adventure or somebody else's adventure or just like one of those just ridiculously weird episode, has a major role in the show. So I definitely recommend it. Check it out if you have not. The whole series is fantastic. I don't think I ever said, well, I didn't like that show for one of the episodes. It was always good. Always good. So, they're only 10 minutes long, except for the finale. Finale, I think, was about 45 minutes long. And it does a really good job of fitting a whole adventure into 10 minutes. Typically, a cartoon would be like 20 or so. So, it does a good job with that, and it won't take up your entire day. So, definitely give it a shot. So the series as a whole, I would definitely score it like in the 9 out of 10 range. I think the only reason I would put it at a 9 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10 is because I wanted more. And there needs to be more, man. But of course, it has come to an end last night. And it came to an end in a good way. It really did. It really did. And before I jump into like the finale and stuff, I just want to talk about some of my favorite characters and like some of my favorite moments. I want to hear about your favorite moments, maybe a favorite episode of yours in the comments below if you have that. My number one overall favorite moment ever. I don't remember what season this was in, but I think it was when the Ice King stole the whole bunch of Finn and Jake's sandwiches and he was holding them hostage. And then he wouldn't give them back. I can't remember exactly how it worked, but Finn and Jake were actually sitting on the Ice King. And it was an episode not totally about them. It had a couple other characters in. It had one of those fire wolves in it. And it kind of was following their story. But at the very end, Finn saw the Firewolf playing with like the ice bear or whatever the ice thing was, and he thought to himself, you know what? Ice King, he just needs a break. He just wants a friend. And Finn laid a big old kiss on the Ice King, and I just laughed so hard, and I was like, that is great. Enemies becoming friends. That is fantastic. So, that is definitely my favorite moment in all of Adventure Time. Hands down. My favorite episode? Probably the Lich. At least a bunch of the Lich's series together, because the Lich was just so ridiculous. It was just like pure evil versus just this super optimistic adventurer and his stretching dog, and it was just the greatest. I think it was like a 3-part series with the Enchiridion. It was just fantastic, and I thought the Lich was a awesome villain. Definitely my favorite villain. Not my favorite character as far as like a bad character. Not really. It's kind of hard to, because characters go through transitions in the show. They go from like bad to good or good to bad and stuff like that. So it's kind of like hard to classify characters as good and bad. But the Lich, pure evil. So maybe my favorite bad character. Although, well, I don't want to spoil anything for later on. My favorite overall like side character has got to be Lemongrab. I just love that guy. Unacceptable! I just love it. I love it. I just always say that. And that's the whole reason why I like him. He's just so, like, obnoxious. And I didn't mind Magic Man that much, but he was just kind of a pure jerk. Where Lemongrab was just kind of born into being a jerk. I don't know if there's really a difference. Maybe he wasn't even... Yeah, he was just... I don't know, I just liked Lemongrab. I thought he was a funny side character. Overall, my favorite 2 characters, obviously Finn and Jake. They're the coolest. Can't argue with that. If I had to be one, definitely pick Jake. Stretching powers, amazing. You'd stretch like pretty much across the world. So that'd be awesome and useful. I like Marceline a lot too, and Princess Bubblegum. They were both cool. Princess Bubblegum was a little odd to me. She did some questionable things for... Well, she did the right things for the wrong reasons sometimes. So that was kind of weird in my opinion, and I wasn't down with her for science attitude all the time, but I liked her. So let me know who you guys like for your favorite characters, favorite moment, favorite episode, and stuff like that. And now, spoiler alert, I'm going to talk a little bit about the finale. So if you haven't seen the finale, you can probably stop watching now, but come back after you watch the finale and let me know what you think. So the finale, fantastic, I thought. I think it wrapped up the series on a good note. It was awesome. Marceline and PB got it on! No, I'm just kidding. But they did get it on, which is a long time coming, in my opinion. I could feel that vibe for a while. I gotta flip my burger. Flip my burger for Jake! Get that spatula out. Yeah, so... I thought it was good. It was kind of weird because you could see how all the characters have grown. Like, Finn didn't want the war before. Back in the day, he'd probably be like, oh, let's battle, let's fight. And, you know, he kind of grew. He got smarter and didn't want to just jump into the fight just to fight. He knew it was a bad fight. Jake, always helping out. Jake's the man. And he's always loving that sandwich as well. And the whole thing ended up, they defeated... I don't want to give, like, huge spoilers. They defeated I think it was Glob, right? I just watched it last night. I believe it was Glob, the embodiment of chaos, I think they called it. And they saved Ice King. They turned him back into Simon, which was cool. It's good for him to have his memories back. Although I do love Ice King. At first, you know, Ice King's weird to me because this burger is sizzling. I'll try to cut off some of the sizzles, but appreciate the sizzles. But Ice King is a little bit weird to me because at first couple seasons I was like, man, this character sucks. He is so annoying. And then when he became kind of this guy that just wanted to hang out with the boys, I liked him. And it really fit him well. So I miss Ice King, although Gunter finally... he didn't turn into what he was, a space monster. But he did turn into Ice King, so that was kind of cool. And everybody just kind of had a happy ending. Except for the one thing that kind of confused me was BMO. He couldn't think of Finn's name in the beginning. And it hasn't even been that long. because you see Sweet Pea walking around, and Sweet Pea's older. He's probably like 40 or so with the beard that he had. And I don't know what was wrong with BMO, because he couldn't think of Finn's name, but he could think of Jake's, which was really weird. So I don't know if something got messed up when he got smashed or whatever, and his face was all broken and stuff. But overall, I thought the ending episode was very fitting for the show. It's super hard to end a show like that, because there's so many different storylines going on. So I thought they did a good job of wrapping most everything up. There was a couple characters I don't believe I saw at the end, like Martin, Finn's dad. I don't think I saw him at all, and Marceline's dad. I didn't see either of those in the ending montage showing kind of what happened to him after the war. But I think the show was fantastic in a whole. It's sad to see it go. Definitely one of the greatest ones out there. So let me know what you guys thought about everything, about the finale, about the series in general. Let me know if you want to see more of these type of videos. And you guys want to see my burger before I go? It's not totally done, but it's coming along. Jake would be proud. If only I had those bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. And I'm going to end the video. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed this review. This is the first time I've ever did anything like this, so definitely let me know if you want to see more. I watch quite a bit of shows and movies, so it'd be interesting to bring some of this to the channel. And I will see you next time.